Hey, everybody. I was kind of like doing my own little countdown here. And then I saw Addie saying, let's all play nice tonight. And I thought that would be a perfect time to kick it all off and let's all play nice tonight. I'm going to do something a little different. Of course, homelessness is always the main topic, but I am going to start it off by being a little vulnerable, which is not really anything new to me. And hello, Walter. Yeah, I am so concerned about what's happening to homeless people there and everywhere. I'm not going to make this super public. Yeah. But hold on one second. And let's see if this works. Yep, there we are. Okay, how is everybody? Tonight, hey Kesha, it's gonna be a little different. Hello, Derek. Auntie D, hello. It's gonna be a little different. Because I actually almost canceled tonight. And why I didn't was you guys. And you guys, this Sunday night has become family in many ways. It is definitely now a routine. I really thought about maybe bringing on Derek or somebody that's outside like we did Rita last week. Maybe we will again next week. But I just wanted to talk about keeping it real. And it's really hard right now. I know it is for you, and I know it is for me, and I know it is for everybody. In my lifetime, I have never experienced anything like this. I'm grateful I have Mom's home, but at the same time, I feel trapped. I feel, if you follow me even a little, I hate being here. The only reason I'm here is because of my mom. And now I can't even see her. And I haven't for a month. I know people are going to say, well, go to the window. She's not on the ground floor. I've tried to get the nurses to bring in a laptop so we can Skype, and I haven't been able to get one to do that. And I'm not criticizing them. They have a lot going on. And I'm a little emotional. I don't know how you guys are. I'm going through a day of where I'm paralyzed really and can't do anything. And then I get up and I do a little bit of work. And then I go through another day of paralyzed. Well, and then my mom's dog is dying. She can hardly even move. She's around the corner. Excuse me. And it's all I got right now, really. I got all you guys, and I love social media, and I'm grateful and all that. But, we're in this social isolation where I even just looked up the vet because I'm going to take her to the vet tomorrow if she's still alive. And even the vet, you got to call ahead of time. Then when you get there, you call from your car. The vet comes out. You do some kind of handoff, where there's no contamination. The world has changed, and and it's the same thing. I don't know. God, I'm choking up here. It's the same thing I experienced as being a caregiver for my mom, is that my heart is breaking for her. I mean, she's senior and she's older and she's paralyzed and she had a stroke. But then at the same time, my life has totally changed. It's like I had no life, because I'm taking care of her. And so then you feel guilty when you think about yourself. So Invisible People, this was going to be the year. This is going to be the year that we were going to become a real organization. And that's now not going to happen. And I want to do the poor me's. I want to say, poor me, but it's poor us, the whole country, the whole world. I mean, people are losing their jobs. People are isolating. And what I wanted to get to is be human. Be human. We live in this world that, it's the, the world kind of punishes vulnerability, or vulnerability is strength. It really is. And so often, we're scared about talking about what's really bothering us. And if you go online, everybody's be positive, be happy, let's share good stuff, be happy. And you look at the world and the world isn't happy. And I'm not happy. And there is something to be said for positive people, positive thinking, but you can't sacrifice your own humanity. You have to be real. Just because, I don't know where my voice went, just because you bury toxic waste doesn't mean it goes away. And there's a part of us, whether it's our family or friends or wherever we are, we want to push down those feelings. It's really hard to say, it's really hard to say I'm hurting in a world where everybody's saying be positive, be positive. But if you don't deal with those emotions, you're going to explode. It's okay to feel. It's okay to cry. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be sad. Be yourself. Be human. This crisis, we're only at the beginning. I think Trump just said that they're going to keep the isolation to the end of April. That's another 30 days. That's scary. That means, for those of you that, and I'm sure many of you have lost jobs, had hours cut. If you're the homeless people that follow that are in this group chat, trying to struggle. I mean, homeless people right now. So it's so stupid. I'm sorry about going off on a rant first thing. The homeless hater social media accounts are always complaining about homeless people going to the bathroom outside, which makes no sense to me, because each one of them have been in a sporting event or a conference or camping or someplace where there wasn't a bathroom, and they peed or pooped outside. Everybody's done it. I'm sorry, we all have. And they're complaining about people going to the bathroom outside. And now I saw today they're complaining about the porta potties, right? They're complaining about the porta. You're complaining that people are going to the bathroom outside, and then you're complaining about but here's the thing, there's a toilet paper crisis, right? There's a virus crisis. There's a toilet paper crisis. And homeless people right now, bathrooms are closed. Restaurants, public parks, all the bathrooms are closed. So they don't have access to bathrooms, and they don't have toilet paper because they can't go to the grocery store and buy it because everybody's hoarded it. And this is very serious. They don't have any place to get water. A friend of mine, Meredith, who I don't know is in this chat, she's part of our online support group, was in Vegas last week, and she walked up on a homeless man who died of dehydration. Well, all the casinos are closed. Everything is closed. And homeless people can't even get water. And the ministries, there's still some brave people going out. I'll be honest with you. If I could get a mask or some masks or some hand sanitizer and some wipes, I would find some way to go volunteer. And I look twice, maybe 3 times a day if I can order any. And I can't. And I can't find any. And I don't want to press it too much because emergency workers need it much more than volunteers. But most of your food banks, most of your feeding and ministries and churches are elderly volunteers retired. And they can't come out now because of the isolation. So shelters are shutting down. Feeding programs are shutting down. Restaurants are shut down. The primary way, like it or not, that homeless people survive is panhandling or getting food from people walking by. The number one thing that the public gives to a homeless person is a half-eaten sandwich. Have you ever been to Cheesecake Factory? They give you way too much food, way too much food. And what happens is people say, oh, I'm going to take half of it and give it to the first homeless person I've seen. That's not happening. In most inner cities, homeless people are not going hungry. There's churches, there's ministries, there's synagogues, there's Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts and bowling leagues and all kinds of people going down every day to feed. Then there's people walking by giving their half-eaten sandwiches. That's all gone. Nobody's walking on the streets. So homeless people don't have any way to survive. In a few cities, they're really pushing to get homeless people into hotels, which is great. I saw a post in Calgary, it was happening, and then they rescinded it. It always has to do with money. Because of isolation. In Los Angeles, we have a post on invisible people where, they took 30 plus rec centers. They're dormitory style. Denver Out Loud, an advocate group out of Denver, posted some pictures of one of the Denver, and people are right up next to each other, right? This virus is like doubling every 2 or 3 days. And it's just starting to get hit or to get the homeless sector. And homeless people are already more vulnerable. They're already more vulnerable. And it is going to be catastrophic what's going to happen. Um, um, and you look out at the world, and I know it's I don't know if you're watching Cuomo's Governor Cuomo's. I'm a New Yorker, I upstate New York. And Governor Cuomo's daily press conferences are scary, frightening, and encouraging. He's very real. He explains what's being done. He explains about the crisis coming. He explains that there's still hope. And I know we're going to get through this, but it's all changing. I mean, I don't think it's ever going to go back to normal as it was. I had a friend, David, shared on social media last night. Very true that, we've always been looking over our backs for the superpower, Russia or China or Iran. But now we're going to be looking over our backs for the super bug, the super virus. I personally love, and I'll be honest with you, around my birthday 2 weeks ago, I went to Austin, Texas, and I was out on the streets. I was being as safe as possible. But why I came back with 2 reasons was I was worried they were going to shut domestic travel, and I didn't want to be in another town outside of mom. And to be honest, I wouldn't be able to survive. At least here I have mom's house. And the other is, if some reason I got the virus, if there was some, if I had got it and then I was going to tent cities and I gave it to homeless people, I couldn't live with myself if I was the carrier. I could not live with myself if I was the carrier. And I realized that as much as I want to go out and help people, because right now I'm not working as a case manager, and I don't have masks or hand sanitizer or anything, that it's best to just stay home. And while I stay home and I'm going to go back to being vulnerable, I am having a hard time here. And, again, it's back to this thing where, I have friends, like I said, that are homeless and they don't even have water. So I even feel guilty that I'm saying I'm having a hard time. But one thing I've learned is everybody's pain is different. And we have to validate everybody's pain. There's people hurting more than me today, and there's people that are hurting less than me today. It doesn't make anyone pain better or worse. It's pain. And people are hurting at all different levels. I often, wake up in the morning and regret that I don't have children. But now I look and how are families managing through this? So as I say I'm hurting, I'm very conscious that I'm conscious and grateful that I live in a house that my mother provides as long as her health care doesn't take it. But I'm this type of person that if I don't have something to look forward to, so I come back here, I've been coming back here for a couple of years and taking care of mom, and then I would travel and I'd come back and travel. And if I don't have something to look forward to, like, I'm going to go travel and meet Derek and do a video with Derek in Oakland, I go crazy here. Nobody calls. No, well, you can't visit. There's nothing in this hometown. I and so here I feel isolated and trapped. And I'm only sharing this because you might feel the same way. And I want you, or it's not that I want you. We all must feel, we almost know that it's okay to be hurting. It's okay to be human. See, we all walk around with these masks that say, everything's okay. I'm fine. Happy. And 99.9 of us are hurting in some way. And when you take down that mask and say, I'm hurting, the other people say, you know what? I am hurting too. And that is how real love starts. And I'm not talking, sexual attraction. I'm talking love for another person, right? And so here's my fears. As I said, Invisible People had so much. Our movie was coming out at Tribeca. That's now, who knows? I don't even know if there's going to be a Tribeca. We had a movie with Facebook and Oculus, gone. We're producing these mini docs. They're great. There's a link down in the description. Amazing. But part of that was I was going to pitch to brands to do more. And it was a way to create more impact, but also create revenue. I was going to hire myself this year. I've been working 11 years doing this full time, not getting a penny, right? No health care. And I can't keep doing this. I want to, when this is all over, I want to date and get a significant other again, when we can start shaking hands and hugging. I know that is not possible now. Anyways, I can go on, but all the opportunity. I mean, we had a grant funder 11 days ago. A foundation emailed and said, we will invite you to apply for a grant. Amazing. Great. We need the money. And then 2 days ago, they emailed me and said, sorry, we've closed it all down. Right. And, it's all my hopes, dreams, and everything just shattered this year. And you guys may or may not know this. I lost everything in the '08 crash. I went from homeless to homeowner, right? I was homeless many, many years ago. I rebuilt my life. My dad gave me vitamins. Nobody helped me. My dad gives me vitamins for Christmas, right? And nobody helped me. I went all the way from homeless to homeowner, had a 3-bedroom house, great job, new car, the economy tanks, and bam, gone, right? And I still have that fear. And now it's even worse. Like, what is going to happen? And then I think about all of you. So many of you are without jobs. So many of you, businesses, from the big businesses to the small mom and pop, delis and pizza places and grocery stores, or, independent contractors and musicians. And and when I look at it, I really want to have hope, but I'm crying. I'm crying right now. My mom's dog is dying. That's just killing me. So I didn't want to do this tonight. I didn't. But I knew for you guys, there's a wonderful woman that emails me. She now texts me every Sunday asking if we're going to stream. I don't know. It doesn't make sense to me that you guys would even want to spend an hour with me every Sunday night, but you do. So I'm here for you. I am. And I've been slowly, I've been watching the chat a little bit. I missed a bunch. There was somebody that asked what I mean by real organization. Invisible People is a real organization. We are a 501c3 with a board of directors. It's just we don't raise enough to hire anybody. I mean, I make a choice. I'm going to be very candid. I could hire people and then not be able to do anything. So I have chosen this year, we have 14 writers, 6 of them are homeless, 5 of them are formerly homeless, and we pay them. They're contract writers. And when you donate to Invisible People, and I'm so grateful to the people that are donating. Thank you, Anonymous. And let me scroll back up here. There's a bunch of other Fairy Grasshopper. Thank you. If I miss your name, I'm sorry. I'm scrolling. Fairy Grasshopper. Wow. That money goes to creating educational content, which is so important. We're the only education-based nonprofit working to end homelessness. There's no organization in the world that connects the public like homelessness. And so I am very, very grateful. But what I meant by a real organization is this is the year that I was going to be able to scale up and hire staff. The big reason that's important is we would be able to do more, reach more people, create more impact. But sadly, that's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. But anyways, you guys want some good news? After I ranted, I gotta, you know what? You guys are like, this is like a group therapy session anyways for me. I needed to speak about that. And God, my mom, I spent a good part of the last bunch of days just I've tried everything to help my mom's dog. And, okay, you ready? Oops. We have swag. If you are interested, I'm going to put a link. Well, there's shirts and hoodies and cups and I will, there's a link. There is now merch. I didn't have enough time. I haven't officially announced it yet. So it's at the bottom of the YouTube videos. I think if you click down below, it should be showing. But I'm going to do an announcement video for them. And I will do a discount code for all of you guys. I don't know when that will be, to be honest. Like most of us, I'm focused right now on my mom's dog, and then trying to recover what we can with Invisible People while everybody's hovering. So swag is not a priority, but it was a long time in the making, and we have swag. Well, Addie, that was something I was thinking about. Is getting a bunch of our homeless friends to model it, but then I thought that would be a little bit too exploitive, and I'm very careful about all that. And right now I don't have the money to so like Theo in the mini doc, we paid him. We paid Derek wouldn't take our money. I just forgot about that. So I tried to pay Derek for his VR 180. The invisible people interviews, they are the homeless person retains the rights, right? It's there. So that's more like we're news media and they retain the rights. But if it's like the mini docs we're doing or the VR 180, where I have to get the person's rights, we pay them. And okay, I ranted. What's up with you guys? Hey, Flex, thank you so much. Very kind. And I saw Walter. Walter is now normally now. Well, Derek, you mentioned that you guys were able to get hotel rooms up in Oakland. Total Control's in the house. I know, Addie. Well, they're trying to. So, Derek, how are they going to select people? And if I use the other software, I would have you call in. Maybe we'll do that next week. Thank you, Declan. So, S. Shovel, as far as I know, they are not forcing people into shelters. What they are doing is they might have probably arrested some people. They're ticketing people for being outside. Wow. Anonymous, thank you. Wow. Anonymous, thank you. But are they, Derek, Mike, thank you for answering. Are they a lot of places they're reserving them for people that test positive for the virus, leaving people that are still vulnerable outside, or are they just housing everybody that's vulnerable? And is there a plan? Then test positive. Okay, yeah, thank you. Is there a plan after? So in a few communities, it's great, 2,300. That's huge. In a few communities that are putting homeless people into hotels, I question what's going to happen. J Rock, I agree. Big heart for Anonymous. What's going to happen to people after? Is there a plan yet? And Derek, I got to commend you. I saw you share the badge the other day. You know, you're on your way to becoming mayor. Ramed Paul, I see your comment. No, the only filtering I really believe, just so you guys know, I believe in open communication. And Derek and Charlie and Addie, who moderate this room, know that even if you say something bad about me, or what I do, I want it there because that's how maybe I do have a booger in my nose, right? And the only way that there is censorship is for racism or personal attacks. So how are you guys all dealing? What's your situation and how are you dealing? Well, let me ask you this, because not every state is isolating right now. Is you put your city if you want, and are you mandatory isolation, yes or no? And then how are you dealing? Are you self-isolating? Are you now dubbed an essential worker and going out? So Kevin William, how you dealing with staying home? Shauna, I'm glad no one's sick. Tina, that is awesome. I'm so glad you're volunteering. How are you staying safe while you're doing that? See, I can't get gloves or a hand sanitizer, not gloves, mask. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Yeah, please stay safe, Charlie. Hey, quirky girl in Raleigh, how are you dealing with the lockdown? Colin, Ottawa, I'm glad that they're trying to keep you guys safe. Hold my beer, please be careful. Scott Punk, no conspiracy theories tonight. Love you, but no conspiracy theories. This is not a James Bond movie. So, Meg, I take it you're outside. Meg writes, Jacksonville, Florida, we were banned from the park where we get our water, but they aren't really enforcing that yet. So we're allowed to get food and go to appointments and get our mail, but no loitering. That's what I was saying earlier. I mean, uh, as much as I hate being home, I got water, right? As much as I hate being home, I got a bathroom. And uh, homeless people don't have this lockdown is, I think it's hard on everybody, but homeless people have it rough to begin with. So my heart breaks. I can't imagine what people are going through right now. No water. And then, you know what? Nobody talks about this. The news media, governors, city mayors, whatever, are stay at home, stay at home, stay at home. And if you're a homeless person and you can't stay at home and you hear the world telling you to stay at home or you're going to die, you know what that does to the psyche? I mean, homeless people, they're having trouble to survive right now, and then mentally, the world is telling everybody stay at home or you'll die. And they're like, I would love to stay at home, but I don't have a home. I mean, one of the things about being homeless is that the world is against you. I mean, you can feel it. You can feel that the world thinks you're a lower class citizen. You don't have to believe me if you don't want to. Anyone in this group that was homeless, you know exactly what I'm talking about. The world hates homeless people. And now you have the whole world saying stay at home or you're dying. And homeless people are like, well, I don't have a home. Am I going to die? I sure as hell don't have water or bathrooms. That's friggin' scary. And my heart is breaking to everybody that's outside. Jason, I think, I don't think blaming people is the right course, but I think we should all take responsibility for it. And they say, well, homelessness is a choice. Yeah, it is. We got to choose if we're going to fix it or not, right? Prasanna, thank you so much. Guys, we got hit really hard. Every nonprofit. I'm probably going to pull back on our fundraising just because it seems disingenuous right now. We don't provide direct services at the moment. But just asking for money right now when so many people are out of work, it doesn't feel right. But then again, I don't want, even though our workers are contract workers, I sent them an email making sure that they knew that we're going to continue. I got enough money to continue paying the contract workers for another 6 months. Kevin Williams, I agree. Yeah, it's scary everywhere. Wow, Michael, wow, thank you guys. Holy guacamole. I started off being real and you guys have been donating. Maybe I got to be real more. Maybe that's how and I'm only joking. I'm so appreciative because I know right now everybody's got to be scared. And I'll be honest. So I was once with, I won't mention their name, one of the big nonprofit leaders, wonderful person. I won't mention their name. I have a lot of respect for this person, but she told me that they no longer like feel the excitement when they get checks like say $10,000, right? Hey Daniel, thank you so much. And I got to tell you, I'm the exact opposite because there's somebody that donated like 10 cents the other day, right? And I got the email and I'm just imagining because I don't know every donor. I mean, I know Addie, and I probably spaced on saying thank you, donated a little bit a week ago. I'm sorry, I spaced. Did I space? But I when somebody like Addie donates, Kesha donated. These are formerly homeless people that I know don't have a lot of money. I know Kesha is going through some severe challenges. Addie just lost her job. And most of the donations coming into Invisible People are $2, $5. And I am so grateful. And I like I said, I don't know who each donor is, but I'm going to assume like that $10 donation or 10-cent donation, it's probably somebody that just wanted, was touched by a video, touched by something I shared, and they just wanted to support in some way, and all they had was 10 cents. In part of the reason we have the online donation platform that we have is that anybody can give anybody, or anybody can give any amount. And I am so grateful for, like, Anonymous just donated $5, and I am grateful. And I'm grateful for Mary brings up a good point. If everybody donated $1. So a while back, probably about 5 years ago, PayPal did this thing where they had like an email with email list with 1 million subscribers. And they set me up with this special account that had really low processing. So like when you donate now, like Anonymous, thank you. When you donate, YouTube doesn't take anything from it. PayPal takes something. So they set me up with a special account so it was even less, so people could donate $1. And then we reached out to millions of people asking them to just donate $1. And I think maybe we raised $150, right? I wish that would work, but it just doesn't. Uru, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for the donation. Rename Paul, I hope you take care of yourself. Kesha, I am so glad you're inside too. Jeff, I'm sorry you're sleeping in your car. Hopefully things will be safe. Anonymous, thank you. I got to check something. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Guys. Holy schmoly. You guys gave like $500. I'm blown away. I really am. And I don't, like I say, and thank you, Anonymous. I don't do these live chats fundraising. There will be fundraising live chats coming up. But this is just hanging out with you guys on a Sunday night. And I am really blown away. I am blown. So we are coming on to the last 10 minutes. We have, if you go here, I'll put the merch. Did I spell that right? No, I didn't. Merch. No, I didn't. You know what? Since I'm here, I'm going to do this right now. I'm going to go in And let me see. Hold on. You know what? I'm going to just do it for now. Please, this is only for you guys. Uh-oh, why isn't it not letting me? Okay. So if you use the promo code live on the use promo code live, it is 15% off. So this is only going to be for a limited time. That's at our cost pretty much. If you go and order swag on, and please don't share it out on social media. This is just for you guys. I'll keep it up for a couple of weeks, possibly. We'll see how it goes until I announce. But I wanted to give you guys a little bit of loving. So promo code live is 15% off. And 15% off. Hey, Anonymous, thank you. You know, Pam, thank you. I got to be real, so what is really freaking me out as an emerging urgent need is mom's dog. I really think it's going to die. And it's killing me. I'll take it to the vet tomorrow. I actually took her to the vet like a week ago, and she had flying colors. All was fine, but I haven't seen my mom. My mom's nursing home locked down 2 weeks before we all did. So that means it's now Rich Henry. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. So it means it means that it's been over a month and she's not on the first floor. Otherwise, I'd go sit out the window like you see everybody doing. I wish I could. My mother, is, disabled. So we can't talk long on the phone. I just wish I could go visit her. And then what's really heartbreaking, and I saw it on the news tonight, is, if somebody dies right now, you can't even have a funeral for them. I mean, you can have a memorial and different things like people are doing over Skype or Zoom, but you can't even, and my mom, she's at risk. And the reason I'm here is for her. And so we have 5 minutes left. I'm going to, because I'm sure it's not the same people that started. I just want to say again what I started up front with is we are in, I mean, I'm 59 years old. I don't know of anything like this that has affected the whole world in my lifetime. It's stuff we read about, World War I, World War II. I mean, it's really scary. It's affecting everybody. And we live in a world where everybody likes to play pretend. Oh, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy. Be positive, be positive. And while there is, it is important to have a positive outlook on life. Being positive is important. Positive things happen to positive people. We also have to be real. We have to be real. Just because you bury toxic waste doesn't mean it goes away. It's one of my favorite sayings. I've said it twice in this video, but it's true. You have to deal with those emotions. There's some, Arnie, thank you. There is some researchers that think the reason that we have cancer and different diseases is because, we bury that toxic waste and people don't deal with their emotions. So right now, understand that everybody is hurting and it's okay to cry. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be happy. It's okay to be human. I think that one of the biggest things that is messing me up is whenever I'm depressed or going through it, I go out and help somebody that's more hurting than myself. But right now I can't because we're all isolating. And in my particular situation, I can't find gloves. I keep on saying gloves, masks or hand sanitizers, or I would. And I do look every day, or I would even volunteer in this small town. But my point is, as we go through this next week, and as this is not going away anytime quick. It's not. I think Trump just said April 30th, and that they believe the peak is going to be in 2 weeks, but we'll see. Brandon, we have a homeless support group, and you can find it's just for homeless people. You can find it at wearevisible.com. Brandon, please go to wearevisible.com. It's a Facebook support group. Anybody else, if you're not homeless or if you don't have experience with homelessness, there's plenty of groups in the world. This is just for homeless people. But Brandon, if you're having those feelings, go to wearevisible.com and please share it with us in the group. We want to be there for you. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. And this is exactly why I did this live stream tonight, is that when I was thinking about me, I didn't want to do this, but I knew that there was somebody out there that needed this. And as trivial as I think this is, I know from the woman that texts me every Sunday to see if I'm on, there's some of you that really enjoy this hour, and we become family. And, as we go through this, and it's going to get worse, we have to get better. Homeless people. I love the Cheech, the homeless guy in Austin, because when he was talking about, and I thought he was winding up for a joke, right? Because he's like, there's a rich guy, a guy with middle income, a police officer, that's what it was, a rich guy, a police officer, and a minimum wage worker. And that sounds like there's three guys walk into a bar, right? So there's a rich guy, a policeman, and a minimum wage worker, and they all end up homeless. You know what's going to happen? And I did not expect what he said next, but he's spot on. What he said was, we're all going to help him. And what I have found is the homeless community, thank you, Deb, is so amazing at helping each other. And the world, there's some wonderful people in the world, but as we go through this, I mean, people don't have jobs. Homeless people don't have water right now. If you have the means and you're driving to go get your toilet paper at the grocery store, and you're in a community where there's water and toilet paper, grab a case and leave it out in an encampment. You don't have to go touch people or connect with people. Get close, drop it off on the curb and wave to them and say, here you guys, because there's no water for people. And we've got to step up. As things get worse, we have to get better. Okay, so there is if you go down below, there's a link to our older mini documentaries. There's now a promo code for 15% off. If you would like to buy swag, it's live, Live. It's only for you guys. I meant to do it earlier. I didn't have time. And since I went and checked on the link, I just did it. And then I just want, you guys all mean a lot to me. I mean, it was really, I was going to, for lack of a better term, I was going to sit in my own shit tonight and really just, wallow. And Mary, it was funny. Mary just says, I look gorgeous with shorter hair. And I was just wondering, I was going to end. Do we go back to do I cut this? Well, right now, there's no barbers or hair cutting salons. So it is growing. I don't have a choice right now. So we're going to have, when this is all done, and we all get back to normal and hair cutting salons, maybe we'll do a fundraiser or something to see, if we keep the hair or not. But Mary, thank you very much for your opinion. And Derek, we're going to end on Derek. Yes, we all need each other. So you guys help those around you. It's going to be a rough week, and I will see you next Sunday.